Hello everyone and welcome to a virtual pet video. In this video I'll be providing an update for what I'm currently raising, but also be giving a Tama Mail update. Yay! So to start off, let's look what we're raising. So first of all I have the progress, which has actually been in battle mode for the past hour or so. It's just going to be battling to get all the required battles and trainings in the morning period, and hopefully getting maybe even beating Wargreymon. I doubt it, but you know, what have you. Maybe it's not been an hour yet, because I think after an hour that's when Wargreymon shows up. So that's what the progress is doing. Paildramon's battling basically, but I maxed out Paildramon's stats, so that's exciting. I've got adult on my version 1. I get the same adult as I always get because I'm a very bad Tama parent. I'm very bad with the Tamagotchis. I always get the same adult here. Hopefully not for the 4.5, but unfortunately for the version 1. So I'll probably be taking out the batteries on the version 1 at some point after doing a review of it. But yeah, so that's the thing. I was kind of disappointed. I was kind of hoping for somebody vaguely unfamiliar, though I mean I've had them all from the Connection version 1 before on different devices, so it was kind of annoying to get the same one as I got in my Akai playthrough that I did a couple of months ago, I think it was. But yeah, anyway, I still do like the shell, and that's what counts. I've got Kunemon on the version 3. I'm aiming for, I think it's Digimon that I'm aiming for, so that's pretty exciting. I have to get lots of calls and lots of overfeeds, which I have both, and lots of training. So I've been training, then I've been neglecting, and then I've been overfeeding. So yeah, I'm pretty hopeful to get Digimon because of the amount of time that the OG gives you between the evolution points, but I'm just kind of, there's no maximum amount of overfeeds or calls that you need to have. So I've basically, I'm just going to keep on getting over because it doesn't hurt getting over, you know, just to be safe. And my voice is broken, it appears. Right, so I have Togemon still on the pendulum. I'm aiming for Lilymon. I have the battles in, and I've got the training in. So that's exciting to sort of let Togemon sit there and hopefully evolve at some point. Next I have the pendulum. I actually put these in the freezer in-game, not the actual freezer of course. And that's why I still have Budmon and I don't have Lalamon. But I still have my Impildrum Paladin mode, who I trained up, and I probably should go through the I can't remember if I finished, I think it's the single I haven't gone through the entire roster of. Maybe I have. No, I did, because I have, no, I don't think I did. I think I went through Tag, which unlocks the Vmon egg, but I haven't gone through single, I think. So I'll probably take Impildrum on Paladin mode through the single quest mode. Also, a side note, Alpha Link was released the other day, and I've loaded up my Paladin mode onto Alpha Link. So if you have an Android device, you have Alpha Link, you have a DCOM or ACOM, or I guess Digimon Helper also works, you can challenge Airdramon, so that's spelt exactly like the Digimon, and you'll be able to fight my Impildramon Paladin mode if you challenge Airdramon. So if you have a Pen 20 and some form of DCOM, ACOM, Digimon Helper, and an Android phone that you can download Alpha Link onto. So that's exciting. What else do I have? I have Palmon, who I am aiming for Monochromon, I think, which is like 0 to 3 calls and like 48 plus training. So I've been going through and I've made sure that I'm doing the training, but I'm really bad at it. Like, I sort of have, like, that was a miracle that I actually got to the 100% that time. And of course, it's only successful if it gets to that 100%. And then, of course, I have an evolution, a new one. I have Numamon, so Otamamon evolved to Numamon, which was what I was aiming for. And now it's just a matter of getting in the battles. I'm fairly confident that I've already got the 15. I've definitely got the 81%. But yeah, so I've been battling with my Numamon, and I'm aiming to finally get Tekamon on the version 6, which will be very exciting. An interesting thing to note that I noticed when I was battling myself with the Decom, I connected in my Numamon, I got a code from Numamon, and then I proceeded to battle that code with Palamon here. And I noticed that while the attack sprite is like an arrow dart sort of thing on the version 6, and when it battles itself, it's still that attack dart, I noticed that when the version 4 was connected to it, the attack came through as a bone. So I don't have any DP, so I can't show right now. But it is it's the bone attack sprite, which is Mojomon's. So that was kind of interesting that arrow did not translate through to either the version 3 or the version 4 there. So yeah, I just found that interesting. And lastly, I've got my version 4.5, and I still have, I think it's Ura Young Yatachi, I think it's called, which would make sense because Yatai is yay, and I think that's sort of her gimmick. So that's pretty exciting. It's in the Kuchipachi family. Obviously, I can't get Kuchipachi because he's a boy, and I've got a girl. So I'm aiming for the adult version of Yatachi. So hopefully. I haven't really been paying that much attention to it. I've been kind of busy, which is bad. Let's see, I've got a letter from the king, apparently, the Gotchi king, which is kind of fun about the version 4, how you get mail, and this can be items, and you can also be robbed. You can lose Gotchi points because the robber comes along and steals money from you, which is kind of annoying. And so that's in here, and you can also get your fortune checked. So I've got a 2-star for Gotchi points, love is at 2 stars, and strength, physical fitness, I think that is 2 stars. So it's had to do with what chances I have today of doing certain things. I'm not 100%, but yeah, I should definitely play with these more. Something I noticed is that I'm bad at disciplining them. I thought that if they cry for no reason and they're crying as in the animation, you need to punish them. But actually, you're meant to praise them when they're crying. The only time you're meant to punish them is if if the call icon's on, it makes a cry noise, but it's just doing its normal idle animation. So I messed up there. Let's see how the progress is doing. Still fighting Greymon, and then Metal Greymon after it's 3. So let's look at this this Tama Mail. So it's not as big as it usually is. That's why I'm not doing a special dedicated unboxing, just like a mini one here. And I'm sure all this unwrapping is just fantastic to listen to. So I do apologise for that. Let's do a bit of a snip, snip, snip. There we go, my trusty scissors. So, put this aside. First of all, I got a 4U. I didn't have a 4U before, I only had the 4U Plus, so that's pretty exciting. And it comes with a nice little faceplate. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. It's got that NFC capability, so I can use that with my my special phone that has NFC capability, and I can get stuff. I haven't really explored much with that. I mainly use that phone for the IR functionality in the Ps, so that's exciting. Back to the box with the rubbish, and what was next? I also finally have an original Nano. Obviously I only had the collaboration Nanos before, so this one is the what all those were based on. I'm a big fan of the Nano series. You've probably noticed from me gushing about the Avachi, or me just saying how much I love the Nanos. So it'll be really nice to actually play what it was based on. Well, not based on, but the original skeleton of it. And yeah, I got this shell because it was the cheapest shell there, and that's what I always get. I don't usually just buy a shell because I like a shell. I mainly buy buy the cheapest available shell, because the nicest shells are obviously more often than not the most expensive. Oh, what else is in here? Ah, there we are. I have a the box isn't in fantastic tape, but I finally have a K-Digger Tamagotchi, which is the original Tamagotchi connection. Yay. And yeah, it's not, I would actually prefer it without the packaging, because the packaging's kind of not great. But yeah, I finally have a the original Tamagotchi, and also yeah, the casing is just not good quality, as in like it's just old. It's kind of smudged. But yeah, so that's that. Pretty exciting. What's next? I have a because I loved the ocean so much, I got the Genjinchi, which is the caveman Tamagotchi. So that'll be the bane of my existence, I'm sure. People have said this is probably the hardest Tamagotchi, and I thought I'd give it a go because I didn't have it. And before I show the last thing, of course, I always get those screws because, as I've always said, they are good to have. And the last Tamagotchi that I got is the Tamawatch, which is another vintage Tama. It's a collaboration. And it's weird, it's cool. I kind of like I dig the pink shell. I think there's only one shell available. But yeah, I'm pretty keen on this just because it's cute. I don't know what it's crossing over with, but it just looks interesting, and it was there, and I just thought that it's nice to have a collection. And then lastly, I bought some of the Digimon bath bombs, because how could I not? So these are the Digimon Adventure Colon bath bombs, and I bought 6 of them, I think. Yep, I bought 6 of them. There we are. I bought 6 of the bath bombs. I'm hoping to get Mimi's one. They obviously don't give you the choice of who you're going to get, so I just bought 6 randomly, and hopefully I get Mimi's at least once. Obviously, ideally, I would like one of each, but I doubt that will happen. My luck's not that good. So my main aim is for one of Mimi. And it's really good because I really liked the Atmon bath bombs, and back then I lived in a place that had a bath, so I could use that. But now, for a while I was living in an apartment that didn't have a bath, but now my place has a bath, so I can actually use them. And yeah, super excited about that because I'm a huge child, and I like baths. Like, baths are nice. I haven't had a bath for a few years. I haven't even used the bath at this house, to be honest. But yeah, so bunch of stuff. Some new Tamagotchis, 5 new Tamagotchis, and yeah, some 6 bath bombs. And of course the lovely Tama Mail card from Japan you want. And this little card, which is really cute. And it's for an arcade game in Japan, which obviously I do not have access to, but it is cute. So that's it for that video. I'm probably going to have a bath tonight, which is a lovely way to end a Friday after working really hard all week. And yeah, so thanks for watching. And before we finish off, we'll check what Pildramon's doing, finding a Greymon, and doing quite well apparently. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Wish me luck to getting for perfect. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!